Monday, November 9th, 2020.
Good Monday morning, everyone. I started the day off by getting my allergy shots, and now I'm gonna head over to get my infusion done. I'll talk to you guys soon.
Today I'm grateful because it was an infusion day, that my allergy shots and infusion appointments both went perfectly, and that I got to enjoy watching The Bates Motel with Steven in the evening. Tuesday, November 10th, 2020. I had an appointment with my therapist, and it went very well, as always. After therapy, my hip started to cause problems. It subluxed, partially dislocated, 6 separate times. My joints are all susceptible to subluxations and dislocations because of my Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. Ehlers-Danlos syndrome is the genetic connective tissue disorder that causes most of my health problems. Because I only had one appointment, I got to spend most of the day rereading one of my favorite books. I definitely recommend The Death of Ivan Ilyich if you haven't already read it. Today I'm grateful for my therapist because she's helped me a lot, because I got to enjoy one of my favorite books again, and that I can usually reduce my hip or put my bones back where they belong when my hip is subluxed by myself, just like this. Wednesday, November 11th, 2020. I started off the day by getting my pelvic floor trigger point injections done. This helps with the pain I have as a result of my hypertonic pelvic floor dysfunction. This procedure involves a large needle, but it's totally worth it because it helps my pain a lot. In my opinion, long-term relief outweighs short-term pain every single time. Courage is not the absence of fear, but rather the assessment that something else is more important than fear. Franklin D. Roosevelt.
Hi everyone, welcome to Wednesday. It's the evening now. I've had kind of a long day. Early this morning I went and got my pelvic trigger point injections, and then I went directly to my infusion appointment. I'm having quite a bit of pain in both of my hips, but especially the left one because the left one just kept subluxing yesterday. I've had to reduce it about 3 times today, which is not nearly as bad as yesterday, so I'll definitely take that. But at my primary's office, I got a shot of Toradol for that, so my pain is a little bit better now. Today is also my dachshund's birthday, Mowgli. Happy birthday, little dog. I love you to the moon and back. He's turning 7. Unfortunately, I did also get some pretty bad news today. My insurance company is no longer wanting to pay for my physical therapy, and that is absolutely terrifying because it means that I am pretty much inevitably going to decline. I can work very hard at home, but it only goes as far as, working at home. I can't actually see my physical therapist right now, which is so scary. Hopefully that gets straightened out soon. Steven came over for dinner tonight. We had sandwiches. And tomorrow I have to get up early to go do the second trial for my lower back nerve ablation. So I've got that, and then right after that I have a procedure at my OBGYN's office to check out some abnormal bleeding problems I've been having. So I'm going to go to bed and get some rest, and I will see you guys in the morning.
Today I'm grateful because I got to eat dinner with Steven, for Mowgli, and that today was an infusion day. Thursday, November 12th, 2020. Before this was filmed, I went to get the second trial for the nerve ablation I'm going to have in my lower back. It was painful but successful, and we should be able to schedule my ablation soon. Now my mom's taking me to my hysteroscopy appointment. I need her help because this is a big hospital and I cannot walk that far because of my EDS and POTS. The Cleveland Clinic says hysteroscopy is a procedure that allows your doctor to look inside your uterus in order to diagnose and treat the cause of abnormal bleeding. I had some cramping, but the procedure was generally pretty tolerable for me. After the procedure, I had a brand new diagnosis. I needed some time to process this information. I was hit by a bad pain and fatigue flare when I got home as well, so I decided to skip filming until Monday. Over the weekend, Steven and I went through a car wash because car washes always make me feel calm and happy. Today I'm grateful that my injection trial was successful because that means I'll be able to get my nerve ablation. For the doctors and advanced practice providers who take care of me, especially because they work so hard, and because I got to enjoy a car wash. Monday, November 16th, 2020.
Hi everyone, welcome to Monday. Today was a pretty easy day. I just had an infusion. It actually took a little bit longer than normal, so I ended up having to skip my next appointment, which was just with my psychiatrist. So I spent the rest of the day just resting because I am still in the middle of that pain and fatigue flare. But I did want to come on here and let you guys know that I did get diagnosed with polycystic ovarian syndrome, or PCOS. It's been kind of a lot to process for me, both emotionally and just mentally, because there's so much to learn about it. It's not something I feel comfortable sharing a lot of information about yet, simply because I want to make sure that I educate myself first before I start spreading any kind of false information, because that's the last thing I want to do. But yeah, PCOS is my new diagnosis, and it explains a lot. Over the weekend, I actually went to the pet store and I picked up a fish tank, and I am getting it cycling right now to make sure that the water is safe for fish. And in like 6 to 8 weeks, probably the water will be safe for fish and I can go to the store and get some and put them in there. But
here's a little mini tour of my unpopulated fish tank.
So I'm super excited about that. Steven's on his way over. We're gonna have some dinner together and watch some movies, and I will talk to you guys soon.
Today I'm grateful that I got a fish tank, for the relaxing weekend I had with my family, and that Steven and I had a really nice evening together. Wednesday, November 18th, 2020.
Good Wednesday morning, everyone. I have got some good news to share with you. Insurance approved my nerve ablation, and that's scheduled for December 4th. So that's super exciting. I am really ready to get my pain under control. They're going to be burning the nerves in the right side of my lower back. I also got the results of my thyroid ultrasound back, and that was totally normal, so that's fantastic as well. I also wanted to talk a little bit about the test results for my PCOS. It's always a little bit overwhelming and disheartening to have a new diagnosis, but it's also a big relief, because before I had the diagnosis, I had all of these symptoms and no explanation, and therefore no hope of getting better. Now that I have a diagnosis, we can experiment with medication. It can only get better from here, is how I'm feeling about it. So that's pretty awesome. I'm sitting in the parking lot at my primary's office. I'm getting ready to go inside and get my infusion. But before I do that, I just wanted to say thank you so much for hanging out, and I look forward to talking to you guys again soon.
Today I'm grateful because I only have one appointment, that my PCOS symptoms are finally explained, and because it's an infusion day. Subscribe to join me on more adventures, and follow me on Instagram for more frequent updates. None of what you see in my videos is medical advice. Please contact licensed professionals regarding any concerns you may have.